Howdy, my name is Giovanni Pacheco and this is my life story in a nutshell. I was born and raised in La Paz, Bolivia, where I lived for the early years of my life. It is a city characterized for its high altitude and mountainous terrain. During this part of my life, I gained an understanding of where I am from and what sorts of things characterize my culture. By this I mean the way people talk, communicate, and express themselves. This is where my friends, family, and roots currently are. After a short 7 years, I moved to Gabron, Botswana. I spent the next 4 years of my life in a completely different environment, understanding different cultural values and social norms that differed greatly from my hometown. I was now relocating to Tegucigalpa, Honduras, where I lived for another 4 years, and similarly to the previous post, I had much adjusting to do. To put it in perspective, there is also cultural shock amongst Latin American countries. This is due to the fact that people have different vocabulary, expressions, and slang. It was during this time where I had some difficulty readjusting to my surroundings because I was tired of starting over. After some growing pains, I found my new group of friends and a comfortable niche for the time being. 4 years passed by the blink of an eye, and it was almost time to move again. I was now moving back to Bolivia, where I would be reunited with old friends and family. This was one of the best transitions of my life because I was returning home to graduate from high school. The first day at school was filled with familiar faces, people, and places. During these 3 years of my life, I made more friends from other schools and had a pretty unique high school experience. I then moved away to college in order to continue studying. During this time, my parents moved to South Africa, where I made multiple visits and was able to learn a lot about the culture in the region. I was able to get an internship during my time there, where I met many of the people that made it worthwhile experience. Many of these people were also interns and were able to share a common experience in getting to know the attractions of South Africa. I am now a Texas A&M student studying technology management. I am grateful to have had the experiences and opportunity to travel around the world and meet all the people I have come into contact with. While living in Texas, I often run into people from different parts of the world I lived. They are also here studying at universities and trying to fulfill a goal.